imagine going to a party and no one can hear you talk. That's not a very nice party. So yeah, everyone can hear us. I see people flying in and telling us they can hear us. You know, guys, there's a couple of things here that I really want to discuss in this party atmosphere. Obviously, first of all, before we get started, Roger, you just tell us the sort of feedback that you've been receiving, and on the forum we've been receiving about SM Autopilot.
Well, it's been great so far. We've sold from close to 800 or 900 total units, so it's going extremely well. We are actually getting a lot of great feedback. The biggest thing I'm seeing is that people are saying that this will literally let them, save hours and hours and hours of time when it comes to posting to their fan pages and automating the whole thing. So it's been really great so far, Barry. Lots of great feedback.
Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's talk about these things, okay? And then this is what has made this so exciting and why we wanted to throw this party. First and foremost, guys, I'm going to just throw this out. And I know it's late for you, Peter. At any stage that you need to disappear, you just let us know, okay? This is a party, so people do leave the party when they need to leave the party, right? So first and foremost, guys, the power of content. We've heard that content is king. Content is more than king when it comes to social media. So perhaps let's start with you, Roger, and we can ask Peter. For you, Roger, what is the value of being able to create amazing content?
Well, I think for me, but for the sites that are promoting this type of marketing, if you look at Facebook right now, they're really in a bad spot because people are all of a sudden they bought all this stock and they're not seeing the company do any type of profits. And the only way Facebook will actually see massive amounts of profits is if people keep sticking around on the website and eyeballs are glued to the Facebook screen, and they can bring in people longer and longer and longer. So the big thing with content is that Facebook wants you to literally post relevant, recent, and very viral content. If you're not doing that, you're literally no one is seeing your posts on their newsfeed. So right now, content is absolutely king. And Google is doing these major updates and stuff where they're going, you know what? Social is the way to go. It's one of the only ways that you can't really, screw the system as we used to do in the past with backlinks and stuff like that. So it's powerful. I don't know about you, Peter, but I think we're in exciting times when it comes to internet marketing.
Yeah, I totally agree, and one of the things that everybody needs to understand and why also this tool is powerful is that the more you update your blog and the more you update Facebook and also other social media sites, the more attention you get. Obviously, you don't need to become a spammer who is spamming all day long without any value, but you need to produce a lot of valuable content, a lot of relevant content that you can post, and that's get attention, right? And especially, for example, in WordPress environment, for which social plugin, this plugin, Autopilot plugin is designed for, it's very important that you update your blog regularly, right? Because each time when you do updates, it brings attention by search engines, it brings attention by human visitors, right? Because there is all these syndication points where you can syndicate content and get instant traffic. And I mean, it has never been like this before, because before what most people did is they tried to spin a bunch of PLR articles or stuff like that. They tried to buy some submitter that submits to gazillion article directories in a hope that it will bring traffic, whereas today you need to do this strategically, right? And when you do that strategically, you get results, and this is what social media Autopilot is all about. It's about strategic posting, strategic curation.
Absolutely. Absolutely powerful stuff.
It is, and I think it's a good thing because not a lot of people are doing this stuff right now. So I think we're in a really great position to start using this for our own SEO, our own purposes, and to really start to drive a lot of traffic. Guys, I've got a big question for you. If you decided to purchase our one-time offer with all the extra news sites and stuff like that, give me a big yes. And if you did not decide to purchase it, give me a big no. I just want to see what the, where this group is at and where we might be able to answer your questions as to what the premium version does compared to the basic. Let's see.
Roger, I see there's a whole bunch of people that haven't yet seen the offer. For whatever reason, emails haven't gone through. So if you can do me a favor and just click, if you can just copy the Warrior Forum post into the chat, I think it'd be helpful for some people.
Sure.
And there's a few people that are talking about monthly checks that are getting in only in a couple of days, whatever. This is going to be open for a couple of days. This will be open, I believe, till Friday for sure. But it's not going to be open for much longer than that. So just for people that in terms of the timing, if someone has a particular issue, please reach out to me personally. This is a community, and we absolutely love you guys to pieces. So anything we can do individually, if you do have an issue, just let me know, and I'll try and take care of you. Yes, you can put that link in. That'd be helpful. So I see there's people. Some people bought the OTO. Some people are just here for the party, and we're happy everyone has come to join us. Guys, there's a couple of questions. Roger, do you have a question you want to ask the audience? Does I have a question I want to ask the two of you?
Well, I just wanted to, before I leave as well, just sort of go through the premium version so we can really tell everyone what this does, what's the big difference. So if you're on the fence with the premium version, you'll want to get in and get this ASAP. So Barry, it's all yours right now, and then when you're ready, I'll sort of give them a walkthrough and show them what
Sure.
you guys can do with it.
Absolutely. You know what? You can spend 5 minutes on that right now, Roger. And Peter, again, I know it's late for you. You just tell me if you need to leave. We respect your time immensely. But I do want to ask Peter a question. So I think it's really, we want to make sure Peter can get his words out because we've got some special training with him coming up next week. Peter, do you have an extra 5 minutes for us?
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Awesome. All right, Roger, we need to get Peter some schnapps or some vodka over there to Latvia to thank him and keep him up. Anyway, so Roger, why don't you just show us around, and then we're going to talk to Peter about some of the incredible content coming up next week. It's going to blow people away.
All right, guys. So the big thing here really is that, if you look at Hootsuite and all these other softwares that do half of what this plugin does, you're spending a monthly recurring fee, $50, $60, $100 a month, if not more, per fan page. So, if someone says, wow, the $67 price point, it's a lot. Trust me, it's nothing. This thing cost us over $3,500 to build, thousands of hours of manpower. We've been at this for 2 months, literally building this thing out. And we made it as simple as we could. So listen, if you look at the first thing is that you can manage every single Facebook fan page directly through this application. So you can create a new campaign for every single Facebook fan page that you might have. The second thing with the premium is that you can post to Twitter, which is huge. So now you can manage your Twitter, you can manage your Facebook account, you can also manage your blog. The other thing is that if you don't want to use the blog curation, you don't have to. If you do, you just click this button right here. These are all the great sources that we have, things like Google News, Yahoo News, Fox News. So if you're in the, let's say, weight loss markets and you click Yahoo News and you click on Generate Results, you're going to get the hottest information, the hottest articles and news for that, that exact niche. So it's very powerful because you're getting really the most up-to-date news when it comes to your niche, so it's really cool. The other thing is you can actually use and add RSS feeds. So if you have a website that you love and you get a lot of content from, you can actually use a custom feed URL in here, and every time there's new information, you can get updated from the website. The other thing is that you can actually use the RSS list, which is CNN, things like MSN, as well as CBC. So if I go to, let's say, MSN Sports, and you've got a sports fan page, very cool. You just hit the Generate Results button, and you will get all of the news right now, what's happening right now. See, all the Olympic news right now is hot. So if I click here, you'll see this is probably very, very new information. It's Phelps takes the record. What else is new, right? But see, this was just updated a couple of minutes ago. So this is very, very powerful. It's got Amazon, so if you want to start selling products, you certainly can. So let's say dog leash, okay? hit generate results, and it's got your Amazon ID in there as well. So when you start posting this stuff on your blog or your Facebook fan page, it also will have you making some commissions, which is great. And we've got other things like Instagram. So let's say you click on Instagram and you do Pitbull, generate results. You can start sharing pictures. We all know that images work extremely well when it comes to that stuff, guys. So this is how it works. You start adding this stuff to your queue, and it automatically will post to your fan page. It's a great tool. The premium version is really the Rolls-Royce of social media and blog tools. So Barry, I just wanted to give you guys a little run around, and hopefully this gets you excited, because we certainly are.
Yeah, Roger, I just want to let people know that this will be sold on a monthly basis in the future. And when we say it's going to be sold on a monthly basis, it's going to be sold $67 to $97 in different markets per month. So people will be getting access today for a one-time payment for things that people are going to have to pay every single month to maintain their membership. So, and this will be open for a couple more days. So there really is a big reason.
Paul is asking, what is the difference between the basic and the premium? I just wanted to share that very quickly. You cannot post to Twitter with the basic, and the basic only has YouTube, Vimeo, and Squeedo. It doesn't have all the other amazing websites, Amazon, things like that. And it doesn't have our 3,500 status updates. So again, if I click on status update generator and I go to fill in the blank, I can actually get this to automatically give me some of the most powerful status updates in the world. So this is very, very powerful. So this is what differentiates the two. And if you like something, you just hit add to queue, and that's it, directly to your queue on the bottom. So that's pretty much it, Barry.
Roger, people asking whether ClickBank will be also added to this. That's something we're actually looking into. And we do have a beta of ClickBank. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ClickBank is something that we're working on, and you guys will get updated if we get ClickBank to to work with us for sure.
Okay, fantastic. Now, here's the thing, because this is an incredible, really tool. And again, Peter, the power of this tool is that you create amazing content, you engage an audience, you get edge rank in Facebook, and that means traffic. And that's the big question that people are asking. It's the big thing that people want is more traffic. For you, Peter, and we're going to be talking about this next week, the ability to drive traffic isn't that difficult when you have a system, is it?
No, it's just you definitely need to kind of create your own blueprint, right? And if you have the tools as powerful as this one, then it definitely helps to get traffic much faster, right? And one of the things that I wanted to mention specifically about this tool is that I want to give you a strategy right now, just on the call, so that you know exactly how to do it. For example, let's say you are in some review type of niche, right, where you review some products and you try to sell some products. So one of the things how you can use this blog content curation part, which is in this tool, you can create a specific category which you can call, for example, your niche gossip or something like that. For example, if you are in a weight loss niche, it's very easy to create a lot of different gossip stories. And what I mean by gossip is something that people talk about somewhere else, that is hot, that is trending, that a lot of people kind of are curious to check it out. And why it's powerful? Because when you create that kind of category, you basically bring a lot of attention to your website right away. So you just post the content, let's say every 12 hours or something like that, or every 6 hours, and you do that with, let's say, with the news sites, which Roger just showed you, right? So with Yahoo News, with Google News, with all of these sites, then you bring a massive wave of traffic. Because here's the thing. I remember one time when I was like sharing content on Twitter, and I shared one simple press release, and that press release gets syndicated 4,000 times on Twitter. And it was syndicated by authorities. It's not just by some simple, by some spam softwares or something like that, or by empty accounts. It was really syndicated by authorities. And why it happened? It was because I was using powerful title in the content. And most people do not read content on Twitter. They do not click links, right? But they just syndicate. And because Google did these updates, Pan and Penguin, and Twitter is one of the most powerful social tools as an indicator how good is your website, how hot is your website, then once you get these syndications across all over the place, you basically start to get powerful search engine traffic because your rankings just go up. And obviously, next week we will talk in a webinar. I will give you specific blueprint, and I will give you templates during the webinar, which you can. We will type in these templates together. We will basically build the whole blueprint, right? So that you can get massive traffic with this tool and with your blueprint in your niche. So that's my kind of 5 cents to this.
Tell me something, Peter. Just for people that are, some people starting out, some people unsure about their ability to drive traffic, make money. Can you just define and just lay out simply how hard is this to follow, and would anyone, even if they're just starting out, complete newbies, will they be able to follow? What is the learning curve? What issues are they going to have to overcome to be able to implement this?
Well, it's not difficult at all. I mean, if you can read and write, then I mean that's about it, because the instructions are very simple and clear, and all you basically have to do is just set up a Facebook page where you can start to post, right, and set up a Twitter account where you can post, and it's easy to do it step by step. There is no big deal. So it's not difficult. And also to generate traffic, I see a lot of people all the time, they talk about traffic, that it's a problem to get traffic and so on and so forth. It's the problem because there is so much misinformation out there. Basically, there is this old junk information that is misleading most of the people to the steps and techniques that doesn't work anymore.
Right.
And that are basically waste of time. Like, for example, to take an article, spin it in 100,000 versions and distribute to 3,000 or 5,000 article directories, it's waste of time, right? You will never get clicks. You will never get those links indexed. It's waste of time, but you probably waste maybe, I don't know, half an hour with the spinner to spin that article and set up all this distribution and all of that. It's just waste of time. What you need is powerful strategy, which is strategic approach. You do kind of these small things that make a big difference, and that's what you need. And this tool obviously helps a lot.
Exactly. Roger, and the combination of this training together with this plugin, what sort of results? Obviously, we're not promising anything. We're not saying anyone this is an average result, but just that people understand the net result that we would like people to be able to achieve, what we would achieve with this. What would you say is the big idea that if you combine the training together with this plugin that people are going to get out of that?
I think the one thing that I can say to this is that you will have zero excuses when it comes to content and being able to start driving traffic. There are no more excuses. I used to get it. When local businesses, gave me, told me, what, the biggest thing I have, the biggest issue I have is trying to find fresh content. I don't know what to post on my blog or on my Facebook fan page. There are no more excuses here, guys. We are giving you all the sources you will ever need to have fresh, relevant content. And someone asked, what about trademarks? What about copy marks and stuff like that, copyrights and stuff like that? With this tool, you're not stealing content. You're mentioning a website. You're mentioning a link where you read an article or saw a video, and you're commenting on it. You're giving your thoughts, your feelings, your concerns about it, and you're really, using what's called blog curation, which is what SEO wants right now. So I think the biggest thing here is that you will have no more excuses. After, our training next week, or our upcoming training this week, I think everything will make sense to you, and you won't be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I don't know what I should be writing about today. I don't know what I should be posting about today on my Facebook fan page. We have
Roger.
3,500. We have 3,500 status updates in there. There are no reasons not to have something, really viral to share with your community.
And just let everyone know, Roger, the training with you and I is on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, New York time, and with Peter and us will be on Monday at the same time at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that's normal 10 p.m. for us, Peter. It's good for us.
Yep.
Peter, let me ask you about curation, because that's the question,
Yep.
that's the word, the buzzword. Everyone's using curation.
Yep.
In your experience, what does curation really mean? What is the power of this thing? And why should people be doing it? And perhaps before you do answer that, give a 20-second explanation what curation is, just for those people who don't quite understand what it is.
Yeah, just before I do that, I just want to add something to what Roger just said. I know a lot of people are concerned about duplicate content and stuff like that, right? I always see this question coming up. I always get this emails with this question. Now, let me ask you one simple question which you basically can answer yourself. Why people are putting social sharing buttons on websites, right? So just think about it. Why people are putting social sharing buttons on their websites, right? The reason is that they want that their content gets shared all over the place. So the more you share, the more your content gets shared, the more traffic you will get and the more benefits you will get. So curation is essentially the same thing. You are sharing other people's content, right? And that's how you build attention. You basically create attention for your blog, for your website, and you get traffic that way. So if you look on a formula, what curation is, then it's simple. You take it. I put it this way. You take a snippet of content from somebody else, right? You keep a link back to that content, and you put maybe 1-2 sentences of your own words to describe what this content is about or why you like this content. That's essentially curation, right?
Absolutely.
And currently, I'm so glad that that Google changed these rules last year, because now we don't need to create like hundreds and hundreds of articles, right? Like low quality articles with where we pay $3-5 somewhere in India or whatever, right? We don't need to do that. Now curation completely replaces that, right? And it makes so easy for you to get backlinks, to get traffic, to get everything you need in order to rank websites properly in Google, to get traffic from social media sites and everywhere else. So it's very easy. This business becomes easier right now. I don't know how long it will stay this way, but right now it becomes really, really easy.
It's amazing. What it has done as it's leveled the playing floor. You don't need to have a tremendous SEO experience. You don't need to know a lot of rules.
No.
This, guys, is what is working right now. Anything that people are telling you and giving you these incredible long speeches about what you need to do for SEO, that was yesterday's news. And what curation does today, that's today's news. And that's why this thing is so incredibly powerful, this curation idea. And this plugin does that on Autopilot and on steroids, really. And that's why it's so powerful. Roger, you have something to show, because I do have a question I want to bring up to the two of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's just when someone says, you're stealing are you stealing content with stuff like that? You're not, because what you're doing is you're grabbing, let's say, an article, right, off of, let's say, Squidoo. And what it's going to do is it's going to use this article. It won't, you're not going to copy word for word and just leave the article there. That's not what Google wants you to do. Google wants you to write your own thoughts and feelings and things. So that's why this is available to you, so that you can go out there and write your own thoughts and feelings. And what this will do, guys, is it will post to your blog, okay, first, and then it'll take that link from your blog and it will post it to your Facebook fan page so that everyone that clicks through will always be going back to your blog and not directly on the article that you have curated, okay, off of Facebook. So that's a very, very powerful thing. The other thing is with video, if you're using YouTube, it's going to create a fake video player capture, and it's going to put it on your Facebook as an update, and people think they're going to YouTube, but they're really going to your blog. So you're always sending the traffic right back to your blog, and it's really powerful stuff.
Guys, there's another element to this, because there's one thing that you can do this for your own sites, for your own products, for your own affiliate links. That's one thing. But there's another angle here that people need to know about, especially when it comes to the back-end offer, and that is providing the service for offline businesses. Because if that, hands down, that is the quickest possible way that you can make a ridiculous amount of money with this idea, because this is ongoing monthly maintenance of their social media activity, which is, it's mind-boggling what you could do, and you'll just be using this one plugin to achieve that. I know, Roger, you've got a lot of experience with that, so why don't we start with you in terms of what you could do offline, how you'd close deals, and what this might mean for a person that wants to get involved with this.
This could absolutely change your offline business. Guys, businesses are paying $250, $350, $450 a month for someone to post on their Facebook fan pages on a daily basis and on their Twitter page. Our real estate team, when I was doing real estate, paid over $1,500 a month to do this stuff, and you can literally sit down and do all of this within 5 to 10 minutes for the next week or two for one of your local businesses, one of your local clients. This can absolutely transform the way your offline business is working, and this is such a great automation tool. I literally built this tool with Barry with the idea in mind that what would be the ultimate tool for my offline business as well as my online business. So it works well for both.
Fantastic. Now, I know, Roger, you need to run. You've got house commitments, and on behalf of the entire community, congratulations, your new house that you just purchased. And I know you got some family commitments. I know you need to run, but if you can just keep your screen on, Roger, the webinar automatically will turn off. That's okay. We've got a bunch of questions here that Peter, are you able to hang around for a few more minutes? There's a bunch of questions flying in for you.
Sure.
My goodness, we owe you a nice drink. Thank you, Peter. I really do appreciate it. That's what a party's all about, guys. You have guests, and they hang around. Thank you.
Philly. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you guys very soon. I will see you guys in the thread. Thank you, everyone, for purchasing. We are very, very excited to bring you some training next week and this week as well. Thanks, Peter, for joining us. I really, really appreciate it.
Awesome. Okay, so Peter, I just, there are people asking here about, Roger's disappeared there with the screen. My goodness, that was an exciting moment. Peter, people asking questions about this whole offline thing. I know your experience is more online, but again, for people that need to make money quickly, the offline method or the offline niche is certainly a great place to go, and this is a fine way of doing that.
Yeah, perfectly, because here's the thing. You need to, what I like is that you can use one platform for all the stuff that you are doing, and that's what I like. Because you see, sometimes, you need to do all these subscriptions to many tools in order to do certain steps, and it obviously ends up with, let's say, 500 monthly payments to some different services, right? One updates Twitter, the other one updates some Facebook or something like that, the way you want it, right? Here, this tool basically creates updates. You can schedule updates as much as you want. And what it means, for example, you generate content, right? You generate content on Autopilot, because what you need to do for offline businesses is to generate content for social media updates. That's what they are expecting from you, right? So what you can do is you can just put this tool on, just generate content based on the keyword, put that content and start to schedule that on Facebook and Twitter, and it will just save you enormous time, because you will not need to jump from, let's say, Google RSS Reader or somewhere else where you collect all this information. but you can do it from one platform, and that's what I love the most, you know. And that's huge time saving and huge money saving, obviously.
Fantastic. People love your English accent. Ryan's a big fan.
Awesome.
Absolutely fantastic. In your experience, obviously social media and SEO changes all the time. Can you perhaps, with your experience again, Peter, I'm asking you to, to delve into what you've seen over the last couple of years. Do you believe curation and this form of creating traffic is something that's likely to stick for some time? What's your sense?
Yeah, I believe so, because here's the thing. Links as a measurement for rankings is pretty much dead, right? It's pretty much dead. I know there is people that say, okay, we have this old gimmicks that is still working in some niches or something like that. That's fine. In the long term, they are gone. Within 12 to 24 months, it's gone, right? So curation, why it will stay, because it is based on human psychology core principle, and the core principle is sort of reciprocity, right? Because you share other people's content, you do good for other people, so you shall receive. That's the point. And here's how it works. It works this way, that when you share, let's say when you post some content on your WordPress blog from some other WordPress blog, let's say you take some content from some other WordPress blog and you create that content on your WordPress blog. What will happen? That other WordPress blog will receive a trackback or ping, right? And usually you can see that in the comments section. When you look on the comments, there is usually these trackbacks from different blogs, right? And what happens that like 5 out of 10 times people actually go and check where this trackback is coming from. And I will basically give you the full training about this on Monday. So I will give you in-depth training how to look at this and how it actually works. But essentially, 5 out of 10 people go actually check out where this trackback is coming from. And this gives you powerful exposure to a real authorities in your niche, which is just something that you couldn't access before because before we were afraid to post content with a bunch of links to other websites, right? We were afraid. We were like saying, okay, you need to have this internal linking structure, and then you need to make sure that you don't link too much outside and stuff like that. Right now, it doesn't matter. If you will go, for example, to the website like Mashable or TechCrunch, and you will look on these articles that they post there, you will see that they actually have sometimes 5, 7, 10 links in one article.
Awesome.
Because they are essentially creation websites. And these websites are worth millions, 15, 25, I think TechCrunch was sold for 25 millions. But it is actually curation site. It's 100% curation.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's how powerful it is.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, guys, this is what I want for you. Peter's going to be back on Monday for a killer session. This guy is step-by-step, follow, look over my shoulder kind of guy. That's the type of material, and that's why we wanted on this program, because our goal is very simple. As we've told you, this plugin is going to be a high-end plugin that people are going to have to pay on a monthly basis to be able to access. You're getting it for one-time payment. Our goal is to get a stack load of testimonials. To complement this plugin, we're giving you the training that you can work together with this plugin to make an absolute killing. That's the goal of this program. So what I'd like to ask you guys, and we're going to be reading these answers that you give us, is if there is one thing you would like Peter to offer you on Monday in his training, that is what you most need in terms of traffic generation, and what Roger and I will be giving you on our first webinar on Thursday. If there's one thing that you need more than anything else, tell us what it is. And I'm saying that because you basically got traffic experts are going to be providing this training. And Peter, I know this is feedback that you'd like to receive as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so people asking about how they can monetize great curated content. That's Ted's question. List building, right? How from driving traffic can you turn that into building a list? Valerie wants your complete strategy and blueprint that you're currently using. Peter, what you're going to be teaching us on Monday, is this something you're currently using in your business?
Yes, exactly. I'm actually building two big websites right now, and the aim for those websites is to later sell those for millions of dollars. So you will actually learn and you will see what I'm doing and how I'm doing this. So yeah.
Awesome. Jason wants it step by step.
It will be step by step, indeed. There will be templates and blueprint, and everything will be step by step, so that you can follow, and essentially after the call you can just run and implement it right away.
Awesome. Laurie's asking for white hat backlinks. What we're teaching, I think, supersedes that. Am I correct?
Yes.
So she will not need backlinks. She'll have more juice and more power than she would ever get from backlinks. Is that correct?
Yes. I don't use. You see, you don't need to use a term like backlinks as a backlink, right? Remember, there were like a few years ago and up to the recently, people were saying backlink is a backlink, and it doesn't matter where it is coming from. No, it matters. And here's the rule. I can give you the rule right now, and the rule is this: if your backlink is not generating real human traffic, your backlink is worth nothing
anymore.
Within 30 to 45 days, you will see that this backlink will be de-indexed. Even if Google indexes it today, if that backlink is not bringing real human traffic, then within 30 to 45 days, you lose the power of the backlink. And I have seen it so many times, it's just crazy. But that's how it is. So your backlink, when you create a backlink, you need to make sure that it generates traffic. So obviously those Viagra sites where there is 7,000 comments and everybody tried to put the encode text link with exact match encode text, obviously they are not going to generate traffic, right? So I don't suggest to use them anymore.
Awesome. Guys, times have changed, and this is the point here. Again, you don't need to be catching up with yesterday's news. And that is the problem. This is today's news, and that's why it's a very exciting week coming up. Valerie wants to make sure, Peter, that your evergreen syndication system that you're going to be teaching us on Monday, she wants to know exactly how this is going to interrelate and interact with our plugins. So if you can give special emphasis about how these two things interact with one another, so that you get the power of the two combined, obviously that's just going to be something that's going to be super powerful.
Yeah, so there is actually two differences. My blueprint focuses more of external traffic, external things like how to get those so-called backlinks and traffic from external sites, whereas social media Autopilot, it focuses more on Facebook, Twitter, and the blog itself, right? So there's really nice kind of cooperation between both things because they work simultaneously. One works on the blog itself, right? And the other one spreads out the word and gets more social buzz, gets more so-called brand dominance, right? Which is really important, and you will learn about that. And also obviously generates traffic and increases rankings, right? So once you will combine both of these, it's just
game over.
You will need to call your hosting company to ask for help, so the terrorists can handle the traffic, you know.
I tell you what, when you say that with a Eastern European accent, it sounds even more powerful. Well,
probably, yeah.
Tom is asking. He wants to know, and this is something that Roger and I can be focusing on like crazy on Thursday, is how to get that initial traffic, because the power of this system is just unparalleled once you get your initial community in. And Tom's asking, but how do you get the ball rolling? I know what you're going to be teaching on Monday as well is also going to help people to get their initial traffic to start off with, right?
Yeah, there will be two parts actually. There will be the first part will be, it's divided in two parts. So the first part is how to get that initial boost, right? And the second part is how to get really powerful traffic and maximize rankings across multiple keywords, right? We still need rankings in Google because obviously we can get traffic from Google, and Google still is powerful. So it doesn't mean that now we just rely on social media sites. But when they are both combined, and when you combine both of these together, it's just incredibly powerful. And one more thing which I want to say is that you have to understand that Google is no more a search engine. Google is social media site. That's huge difference.
Mm. Awesome.
So Google is not search engine. It's not pure search engine anymore. It's social media site, because just the way you search Google, you also can search Twitter. You also can search Facebook, right? So the same way Google becomes social site with all this Google Plus thing, and with all this that you can, for example, search your results based on your personal preferences or based on the global preferences. So it doesn't mean that you get #1 spot so that now everything changes like it was before. Now it's really, you need to get both sides together to work. And what's funny is that it's so easy to do, yet so many people don't know this, or don't use that, or don't get it. And they try to some gimmicks and try to find some yesterday strategies, and where in reality the strategies and techniques that really work is just there. You just need to do a few steps, and you basically unleash the traffic to your site. And most people just don't see it.
Peter, Art's asking whether you'll be able to show your own sites in action next week as you start describing the step-by-step process.
I will show examples of the site. Obviously, I'm not going to share the sites outside the internet marketing niche, because obviously I don't want to build competition for myself. But I'm going to show sites exactly how they need to be, how all the setup should be in place in order to get those results.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm going to show the sites as well.
Okay. All right. So this is a killer week coming up, and this is complementary to the SM Autopilot system. So just to let you know, if you haven't yet purchased, you still can, of course. This is going to be open for a couple of days, but I highly recommend you get in before Thursday, because we start our training sessions with the traffic on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's New York time. It's going to continue on Monday with the session with Peter Garrity, also at 3 p.m. Eastern. All the sessions will be recorded, of course. And after we're finished with all that, we're also going to have a live Q&A session once we've given people the opportunity to go through the system to implement the traffic ideas that Roger, Peter, and I are going to be giving you over the next week or so. And there's also going to be a time to fire away and ask your questions. I know there are people here with extra questions. We'll be setting up a Q&A session for those. Just to let everyone know, there's still some people that haven't yet purchased that want to know the link. I'm sending the link right now to everyone to the Warrior Forum, where you can purchase the product, the social media autopilot product and system. You'll get access to the training with Roger, Peter, and I as part of that. And just to be completely upfront at the back end, if you want to get a multi-license, if you want to be able to put this plugin on websites of your clients, you do not need to purchase or buy anything else. There's one plugin you can use on your own sites, and you can also use it on your client sites. So it's a one-stop solution, and as Roger mentioned earlier, client sites you can literally charge $250, $350, $450 a month to maintain their social media sites, which is absolutely incredible. So if you are into that, that's on the back end. But if you just want to work on your own site and your own fan page, the front end product will suffice. So anyway, I guess last comments here, Peter, about the plugin, about the training. Anything you would like to leave off with?
No, I just definitely recommend to get on board, and because first and foremost you get a technology, which is very important, but secondly you get incredible training. You get a step-by-step training which will just kind of will remove all the doubts and will make sure that you use most cutting-edge strategy when it comes to traffic generation, Google ranking, also brand management, and all of these things. list building. So it's really powerful when you combine that. And here's the thing. Our aim is not to overwhelm you with a bunch of fancy terms and fancy information, but our aim is to give you step-by-step strategies which you can implement right away and get results. So as I usually say, implement today, get results tomorrow. That's my aim. That's how I build all my training. So that's why I partnered with Barry and Roger, just because of that, because they are all about the same. So
excellent.
All I can say, just join, and I see you on the training, obviously.
Thank you, Peter. Just to let people know finally, because I see there's a big bunch of people asking this question, the front end and the back end on a dime sale. So if you are interested in purchasing, please take action ASAP so that you do not need to buy at a later date, which will be more expensive. The same thing with the multi-license. It started off at $67. It is on a dime sale, so it is going up all the time, every moment, literally. So if you are interested, please make sure to take action before it goes up further. We really want to make sure that our closest clients can get in at the lowest possible price, which is why we sent the link out to you guys first. So again, Peter, looking forward to Monday, looking forward to the training with Roger on Thursday. It's been an amazing session. Thank you, everyone, for joining the party. Looking forward to a lot of incredible feedback and testimonials. And, of course, let us know on the Warrior Forum what you thought of this call, what you think of this plugin, what you think of our community. We really hope with this plugin you're going to be able to take this and absolutely crush it. Thanks again. Thank you, Peter.